Oh, good God. I was trying not to comment on this, but I can't help it. The Uncle Bobby situation. And I'm not going to call him Uncle Bobby because it's stupid. I'm only 2 years younger than him, and it seems daft calling him Uncle Bobby. But I wasn't going to remark on this P-gate thing that's happened. Oh, God. Oh. But, you know, it's a case of I've been watching Bobby. Now, me and Bobby have had serious issues in the past, serious issues. I mean, I won't go over them again now, but the way really serious issues going on. And I was watching over the last couple of weeks, and I thought, really, he's getting a taste of what I had to put up from him and the people he was associating with. That's where I was getting all that abuse. And that's why I've always had a sort of strained view of Bobby and the nice Bobby. I'm still waiting to be convinced that the nice Bobby is genuine, because it's such a clash from what I saw when I was on the receiving end of his vitriol and the people he was with. But it was interesting watching. I thought, I wonder if he's learning now what it feels like to be put into that position. But this, oh, God. I just literally went on my phone onto YouTube and I saw another channel, a clipping channel. I think it was the first one to put it up. It was the first one to clip it and put it up. And I thought, no way. You know when you have to blink and you think, I'm not seeing this, I'm imagining it. But for people who don't know, Bobby got drunk on a live. Not a good idea, I've always said this. Don't do lives when you're under the influence of anything that can change your perception, because if it can go wrong, it most probably will go wrong, and drastically wrong at that time. And with the internet, once it's out there forever. It's never going away. And it was quite a sight to see the man of his age doing that. I mean, the first thing that came into my mind was, well, the bathroom mustn't be all that far away. Or just open the kitchen door, go out into the yard, and do it down the drain if you're that desperate. If that's how... but you see, again, I don't drink. I haven't drank for decades, because I just never got any pleasure out of drinking. So I don't know, when you have to go, do you really have to go at that second? But he's but it could. This is, I want to give, there we are. I'll give a positive side. Shall we do a positive, negative, positive sandwich? So there's a positive side to this. It could be actually the push Bobby needs, because he keeps on saying he's moving away from the dark side. I hate that term, the dark side of YouTube. And wants to do more fun, happy stuff. Well, he's got no choice now, because honestly, Bobby, if you ever try to start getting on a pedestal and, you know, saying how other people are disgusting and how their behaviour is terrible and outrageous, you're never going to live it down if you try that. So maybe this is the push that Bobby needs to start doing new material. Because see, it's easy to say, I'm moving away from the dark side. I mean, I've said I'm moving away from the drama. But sometimes you're compelled to go back to it, because you are literally part of the drama. You have to be truthful here and realistic. Bobby, Video Craig, when they turn around and say that they're moving away from the dark side, they helped create the dark side and maintain it. I was involved in the Daddygate scandal, and I remember that, between me and Sean Atwood. That's what sort of kicked off what's been termed as the dark side. It just evolved as it went along into Decca Heggie. But Daddygate just grew legs. It became a monster, grew legs, and went on its own journey. And there was no control in it. And I could never have anticipated or, predicted where it would have ended up. And at one time, this is the thing you've got to think of. Also, at one time, that was everything. You'd think it would never end, Daddy Gate. People were feeding off her all the time. You mentioned Daddy Gate now. No one wants to know. No one cares. No one's interested. That might be happening with Decca now. Now, it's difficult to judge with Decca because Decca is not doing videos, so there's nothing there for people to feed off and comment on. If he started making them, it might split up again. But it's not a case of moving away from the dark side, as it's termed. Sometimes you can't get away from it, or people won't let you get away from it. That's the thing. They'll come back reminding you again and again and again of what was happening or what you did during those days. And it's difficult to get away from. But, it's just, I couldn't believe it with Bobby. I just thought, oh my God. But, again, as I always say, you can't change the past. And all you can do now is literally try to blank it all out and just go on doing what he's doing. But maybe this is I don't know whether you call it a lesson. Don't think that's the right word. Maybe this is I don't know, the cosmos, if you believe in all that thing, giving a push and saying, right, you're going away from the dark side, as you call it. Well, you've got no choice to go away from it now, because if you try to stay there, guess what? You're going to be reminded of what you've done. But I tell you what, I'm saying this. Look at the views he's getting since this happened. Maybe this is maybe this is the way to go away. I'll have to see if I've got any any empty baked bean cans. Anyway, me darlings, I'll leave it at that. Bye bye for now. I'm going for my shower.